Yo, what is up, you guys? Darren's Doomsday back with another video, and today we are playing some NBA 2K19, giving you my first impressions, first thoughts of the game, how I feel about it. I'm in a little my league right now. I just did a little draft. That's why you see all of these different players on this team right now. But let's jump into it. So I got the game. When I get the game, I got the game Thursday night at 9, and the servers were all messed up, so I didn't really get to play much. Um, and That's why I didn't put a video up on the first day. And then on Friday I had to work, and I was really tired, so I didn't feel like streaming. So that's why I didn't stream that day. So I'm streaming today. But so far, I am enjoying the game quite a bit. I very much like my career. I think my career is my favorite mode this year so far. My team is very good as well. I didn't play my team a lot last year. Um, my brother and I used to play my team all of the time, but we just feel that it doesn't really take any skill to play my team just because everybody always has ridiculously good players, and so at the end of the day, the skill gap isn't as wide, so that's why we stopped playing my team. But we used to play it all the time during NBA 2K14, NBA 2K15, we were still playing it too. So I did play that a little bit. I played an online game, won that. That was a lot of fun. Um, I've done some domination games. Those were pretty good. I played the 3v3 game mode. What's it called? Triple Threat. I played that. That game mode's pretty good. I have finished the, I guess, story portion of my career, which took way too long. The cutscenes were way too long. The story wasn't bad. It was just the cutscenes were like 10 to 15 minutes long. So like when I first played on Thursday, I played for about 2 hours, and literally an hour and a half of it was just me watching cutscenes. And so I ended up skipping the rest of the cutscenes because I just wanted to play. And so I did that. And once you get into the NBA, it's a lot more fun to play the My Career mode. I didn't really enjoy playing in the G League. I think the difficulty is upped in the G League or something. I don't know, but I was missing wide open shots, or wide open layups sometimes. I get all the way to the rim. And I haven't heard anybody else talking about this, but the defense this year is really good. The CPU's defense especially is really good. I've been playing on Hall of Fame mode since I got the game, and it's really hard to get past the CPU to the point where you literally, like, the CPU can just lock you up, period, on Hall of Fame. So I think Hall of Fame is a little bit um, too difficult right now, so I'm playing on Superstar mode in this right now. But the gameplay feels really good. It feels really smooth. It feels like they paid a lot of attention to defense, because this year is not like last year. You cannot just, you know, put down your head and just sprint past people. You can't just blow by every single person you see. If Kawhi Leonard is on the opposite team, you're probably not going to be able to do much against him. It's as simple as that. But some other things that I've noticed is that it's the shooting. I like the shooting. I like that you can have both shot meters on. I like all of that stuff. But it seems to me like even though the defense is improved, if you have even a little bit of space, like there's been plenty of times where I've been playing against the CPU, and the CPU will do like a step back, get a little bit of space, and pull the shot and make it while I'm playing on Hall of Fame, and I'll still be like right up in their grill. Like I'll still be right in there with my hand up, and they'll still make the shot. Even players who don't shoot very well, like Lonzo Ball, hit a contested three over me, and I jumped at him, and like it wasn't like he barely made the shot. He cushed it. So I was like, that's a little iffy. That needs to be patched, I think. Um, But the game is fun. At the end of the day, I'm still waiting to get for my brother and my friend to get the game. They didn't feel like dropping $100 on opening night to get the game, so they don't have it right now. But let's see what. All right. Yeah. So some other things that I do like in my league. I play my league the most probably out of any game mode in in this game because my brother, my friend, and I are always doing drafts and stuff. So my league kind of matters to me, and um, I didn't really expect them to make too many changes from last year. In fact, if they hadn't made any changes from last year, I would have been okay with that, I think. But there's one change they did make that I really, really like, which is that in your drafts, you can select every single NBA team to be in the draft. So every player in the game can be in one draft, which just saves me time from having to go and create a roster, take all-time players and move them over to a normal roster, and then upload that roster into my league so I can use so I can put every player I want in the draft. Now they just let you do that. It's a selection. You can pick every single team in the game to be in the draft. That means current, throwback, all-time teams. Every player in the game will be in the draft, and that's what I did for this league. Uh, Next thing is I've been surprised pleasantly and um, uh, am impressed with the fact of haircuts are free in my career. If you go to the barbershop, or at least the first time I went, I don't know if maybe they charge you after the first time or something, but the first time I went to the barbershop, my haircut was totally free. It didn't cost me anything, which was awesome. Last year in 2K18, the first month of 2K, a haircut was 1,000 VC, and like there were different style haircuts that cost more. Like I think like getting cornrows in 2K18 at the beginning of the year, it was 5,000 VC to get cornrows, and they didn't even look good. So, and you couldn't preview. You still can't preview, but your haircuts are free, so it doesn't really matter. The other thing is that they revamped the tattoos in my career, which I've been waiting for them to do that for the longest time. They've had the same generic my career tattoos for like 4 years. It's stupid. I went in finally and I checked. They have a section for tattoos that is completely dedicated to sleeves. Like you literally can go in and just buy sleeves. Um, they are expensive. It's like 8,000 VC to get a sleeve, but it's a full covered arm sleeve. It's really nice. I haven't bought any. I did buy one tattoo. It looks very good. You can scale it however big you want it, so you could make your own sleeves too. They didn't just add sleeves; they added a bunch of brand new artwork for. Um, that was a bad throw. Um, for tattoos in general. There's just new stuff, and it all looks great. The neighborhood looks great. I really like the way the neighborhood looks. Last year, when you enter the neighborhood for the first time and you look around, you don't really see any parks. There's that one little area where you could do like a dunk contest thing or something, or a 1v1, but that was it. You had to run all the way around to the other side of the neighborhood just to find where the parks were. And I thought that was kind of annoying and stupid. And this year, it's very clear the minute you walk out of your little court area, the parks are literally right there. Um, so that's a plus. That's a really good thing. My career mode in general just feels really good. I haven't played a park game yet because I haven't been able to find anybody online to be able to play against. Really, all of the parks either there's a game going or there's nobody there. But it is the first week. Well, not even the first week. It's not even the first official week of uh, 2K being out. So when 2K officially comes out on the 11th, then I'll be jumping on the park with my brother and my friend Keith, to let you guys know about everything the park's gonna offer and all that stuff. We are gonna try and start a pro am team. Although I don't know if there's gonna be a tournament for pro am again. They have been advertising this 250K Ultimate Team tournament. So it'll kind of suck if that's the tournament you're supposed to do and not the current one. I'm streaming. So what? I'm not talking to you. I'm streaming. I just said that. No, you didn't tell us to. Anyways, though, so the game's fun. If you're a fan of 2K, you'll like the game. The dribbling and the movement all feels pretty good. Why do they have him wearing that? Oh, here's something that upset me. Chris Bosh isn't in the game. Like, so if you pick the throwback, the 2012 2013 throwback Miami Heat, Chris Bosh will not be on the team. That needs to change. That needs to be fixed because I went in to try and play a game with that team, and I'm scrolling through the roster. Chris Bosh isn't there. Chris Bosh isn't even on an all-time team. He's just not in the game. That, no. You gotta put Chris Bosh back in the game somehow. I don't know what it is they gotta do, but they gotta figure that out and get him back in the game. Next thing is Play Now Online. I don't Play Now Online very much at all. Um, I didn't play it in 2K18 because it wasn't on Hall of Fame, and that's what I play on. I play on Hall of Fame. So if like when I play in my leagues, you know, we always play on Hall of Fame mode. Like that's just what we play on. So when I Play Now Online and it's on Superstar mode, it's just way too easy. So what was I just saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, that needs to be fixed. They need to find a way to get Chris Bosh into this game as quickly as possible because there are certain like it's okay if you have like a role player that's not in the game, but like you can't put in a team with a key player missing on the team. Like that'd be like if they added the Boston Celtics in, but Paul Pierce wasn't on the team or Ray Allen wasn't on the team. Like that's like nobody's gonna use that team, and that's not okay. So that's unfortunate. Um, post play feels amazing so far. The post fadeaway has returned. You actually can do a post fadeaway and consistently make the shot if the defender doesn't step up or play good defense on you. So you can actually use the triple threat and everything, and people actually have to respect your post fadeaway. So that leaves another option for people who really enjoy playing with centers or playing with power forwards that have like a Dirk Nowitzki build or something like that. Because I do know last year it was really annoying when you would pull off Dirk's like 1 foot fader and you would pull it off like 5 moves in a row and he'd only make 1 out of 4 of them. And he has 99 post fadeaway. So that's been fixed. So I'm assuming Dirk Nowitzki's post fadeaway is butter in this game. Um, but I know that I've been able to post up with Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and been able to get a really good shot off or make a shot the majority of the time. Yo, you should have cut, dude. on defense, you really can feel the weight of the other player, which is why you can't just drive by everybody, because you can feel that like your defender is there. Like you almost always can feel that your defender is there. And like that right there. Any space that you give, if I can basically if I can get my shot off comfortably, it's probably going to go in. That's what I've noticed so far, is that if you have even a little bit of space, oh, come on, Chris. You could probably pull that, especially if you have good shooters. So if you back off KD a little bit and he pulls up, like this year, if Izzy picks up KD all the time, I'm gonna have to smother him all the time, because if you back up even a little bit, Kevin Durant's probably gonna make that shot, which is very realistic because KD shoots over people all the time. A lot of his highlights are him just dribbling, sizing up one guy, and then just pulling up over him because he's so tall. Oh, let me check that. I should check that for Izzy. Let's see. Durant. How tall are you? Oh, they don't have his right height. Izzy's gonna he's gonna point that out. They don't have his right height. Kevin Durant actually is 6'11". Um, he is not 6'9". He is 6'11", and 2K never actually makes him 6'11". They always make him like 6'9" or 6'8", as tall as LeBron James. But he is taller than LeBron. Let's see what they gave LeBron. 6'8", yeah. So that's not technically correct, but he looks tall enough, you know what I mean? So I don't really care, but I know my brother's going to say something about that. He's going to be like, oh, KD's not actually 6'11". We should switch it. Which we probably will about halfway through the year. Oh, damn. Oh, that is Gary Payton, so. Right. Probably shouldn't dribble around Gary Payton. Yo, can you get. See? See? Like, they play tough defense. Oh, and stealing basically has just been buffed. Like, basically, if you dribble around two people and you're not Kyrie Irving, that ball's getting taken away. You can't just run around and dribble around as if nobody's there and expect the ball to just stay with your guy, especially if your opponent has really high steal players. They're he's probably going to steal the ball quite a bit. See, now the only thing I wish that they had kind of done, it's something that NBA Live 19 is doing that I think is really cool and is probably the reason why I'm gonna pick that game up whenever I can or when it goes on sale. But in NBA Live, they have this system where you can like in your My Career, you can go and play on different courts around the world and play against different like players, and you can add them to your like crew for that game mode. And it looks like a lot of fun, and I wish 2K had a game mode like that. Make sure you guys hit up my YouTube channel at Darren's Doomsday. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. Yo, what's up, Cloudy? Or, Ty. Wow. Right. That's Gary Payton. I do like the layup meter that they added for layups, but only thing is I have run into a couple of times where it didn't show up. That can't happen. I don't want to ever have to worry that I'm driving to the hoop and that I'm gonna mistime my layup because this layup shot meter didn't show up. Yeah. Offensive, 3 seconds.
Want me to just finish it?
Yeah, that is fine. If you want to. Do you want me to finish it? Oh my goodness. See what I mean?
Because sometimes you don't use it all, so do you want all of it or half or what?
You decide. No, that's not who I told you to pass to. Give me that. Oh, come on, Katie.
I just did it all.
You did. Of course you did.
What? Well, I asked you.
Well, there's only one. She only bought one can, and there's still more mincemeat.
Yeah, but it sounded like she was doing something else with it. But she wasn't going to get any while she was out unless we called, so I just thought.
Oh, come on.
If anything, I'll go out and I'll buy some. I still have $4.
Okay. You don't need to get upset about it.
Well, give me an option next time then. What the hell?
Bruh, every time? That's considered open. Out of here, Pierce. Did you put the pot on simmer?
That was one of them.
Ah. Make sure you guys hit up my YouTube channel at Darren's Doomsday. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. What am I sitting on? No one cares what the coach thinks. So I ended up getting the collector's edition of this. Came with it was 100,000 VC, a bunch of LeBron stuff for my career player that I can use in, which was nice too. I can use it on or in the NBA, like his shoes. I got a bunch of his shoes, and they're not park restricted. You can use them in the NBA. You can use them on the park. There's a bunch of hoodies, hats, glasses, T-shirts that I got. I didn't get any pants or shorts though, which was kind of dumb, I thought. But other than that, I also got an 86 overall LeBron for as a my team card. It also gave me a Giannis 10 packs for me to open, and then once a week for like the next 8 weeks, I think I'll get a pack to open. Yeah, I know. Wait, why can't we just talk about it when I'm done with this game? Yeah, that's fine.
Bless you.
Thank you. One other thing that I've noticed that I really like about this game is that if you pump fake and your defender jumps and then you try to shoot, it's almost always a foul. Last year, there were a lot of times where I pump faked, my defender would jump, and then I would shoot, and it would just say that was a really bad shot. When I know in the NBA, if Paul Pierce pump fakes and LeBron jumps at it, I know Paul Pierce knows he's gonna try and get that foul. So it's reasonable for 2K to go, okay, if he jumps, that's what's going to happen. They did it very well in 2K17. In 2K17, if you jumped and your defender and the guy you were guarding was not shooting, it was a foul. It almost always was a foul. So the post fadeaway also works very well
Oh wait.
in that 2K as well.
Ooh,
I guess Dwayne Wade doesn't want to guard James Harden. I'll give it this too. I feel like the players play a lot more like they play in real life than in previous games. Like if you're playing against Gary Payton, he's going to try and steal the ball, and that's pretty much all he's done the entire game is try to steal the ball. If you're playing against Steph Curry, he's going to take and make very deep threes. Green, let's go. Oh wow. Yeah, the post is really nice. You can get a lot of space out of the post if you know what you're doing. If you know how to do like excuse me. Excuse me. If you know how to do like one dribble bounce outs of posts and stuff, if you can consistently do all of that, you'll really like the post this year. Oh, come on. Oh, I haven't checked badges yet. That is something I gotta check. See how I'm pulling it if I have even a little bit of space? That's because so far, if your defender sags off you even a little bit, 2K says that's an open shot. So I don't know how like generous or consistent that will stay throughout the year, but as of right now, if you sag off at all, they're gonna punish you, which is nice, but also like annoying because it's like I gotta test it out more and see how it does with role players and stuff like that because if you sag off of KD and he makes it, that's not surprising. But if I sag off of Jamal Crawford, like current Jamal Crawford, okay, here's something. I want to play against my buddy Keith, have him pick up Russell Westbrook, and just see if Westbrook makes threes all the time, or Giannis. Because last year, that was the thing that happened all last year. Keith could shoot with anybody, no matter what their stats were. And he would make contested shots with Russell Westbrook from the 3-point line. He'd make deep shots from three with Westbrook all the time, even though Westbrook's open three's like a 77. So I want to see how like if you can only do it with really good shooters or if it's just a thing that everybody can kind of do because LeBron's not the best shooter. He can still hit it, when I need him to, but, he's not Kevin Durant. So, but LeBron makes shots pretty consistently in this game.
It still has a few minutes. It's not warm enough.
Okay. So, I don't know. Oh, and I want to throw a shout out to whoever in 2K gave LeBron 90 post fadeaway. It took you guys long enough because last year when I'm watching like Cleveland play and I'm watching LeBron and I remember watching the game where they had just made it was the game before they had made a bunch of trades mid-season where Isaiah Thomas was still on the team along with Dwayne Wade and all of them, and they all were sitting on the bench I think for this play, and LeBron the whole game was making these ridiculous post fadeaway shots, just hitting these post fadeaway shots that were stupid ridiculous, and he was like cushioning them. It wasn't like they were bouncing in. He was cushioning these shots, and at the end of the game, he posted up all the way down court and took a post fadeaway at the top of the key and hit it to win the game. And I was like, I don't know what all these people be talking about with the whole LeBron doesn't want to play in the post. He doesn't like playing with his back to the basket. He needs to work on his post fadeaway. LeBron was hitting his post fadeaway all last year. He kept hitting the post fadeaway. And in 2K, his post fadeaway has always been like an 84, which really isn't that high for your post fadeaway. So this year, somebody finally bumped it up to a 90, which is exactly where I think it should be. It should be a 90. And he's hit it for me a couple of times. It's been really nice to see, because I really enjoy, when I was playing 2K17, one of my favorite things to do in that game was to just post up LeBron James, because he's too fast for a normal center to guard him down there, so you have to put, a small forward or something like that down there to guard him, but he's so strong that most small forwards in the game aren't strong enough to keep him from the hoop. So if you put a small forward on him, he's just going to back him down. But if you put a center on him, he's going to run right past him and get an easy bucket to the hoop. But also, if you put like a KD on him, which is probably like one of the only guys besides Scottie Pippen and Kawhi Leonard who could consistently guard LeBron James, you now have that post fadeaway option, so that you don't always just have to bully ball your way in. Now you actually can post fadeaway in this game, which is really nice. And I'm really glad that they fixed that for this year. One last gripe that I had, I got two final gripes about the game. They're two of the same gripes I had last year when I played 2K18. The first thing is that let me talk about this first, because that kind of leads into this. The first thing is that they didn't add any new throwback teams at all, which kind of disappointed me. I kind of expected it though, because they had been advertising and focusing on they had been focusing on these new game modes and, advertising the triple threat and my team and my career and all that stuff. So I can understand why it kind of got lost in the limelight. But, no, not him. They didn't add any new throwback teams. They kept all of the same teams that were in 2K18, which isn't terrible, but it's not, it's annoying to me, because 2K knows everybody wants the '08 Lakers. The '08-'09 Lakers, where Kobe, I believe that was the season that Kobe won his first ring without Shaq. And he had Paul Gasol, Andrew Bynum, Meta World Peace. Everybody wants that team in the game. You already have two teams in the game that have Shaq. In fact, you have three teams if you count the Throwback Magic, because Shaq's on that. So you have three teams with Shaq. You have two Lakers teams with Shaq as the best player, and you have one Lakers team with Shaq and Kobe on the same team. So why do we need another Lakers team that didn't even win the NBA Finals the season that they played in this game? The 03-04 Lakers didn't win the NBA Finals in 03-04. They lost to Detroit. So I don't understand why 2K thinks we need Yeah, 3 teams with a Kobe Shaq duo. Like, if we want to use Kobe and Shaq, people remember Froby and Shaq, not not Kobe and I mean Kobe and Shaq still did stuff when they were playing when Kobe didn't have a fro no more, but people know that like okay when they were in their height together at the same time, it was Froby and Shaq. So I don't understand why 2K thinks we need to have 2 teams that basically are exactly identical, except for the fact of Kobe doesn't have an afro anymore, and Karl Malone's on the team, and Gary Payton. And they're not even like they didn't do anything. I mean, they got to the finals. That's an achievement on its own. But they didn't win the finals. It wasn't a particularly good finals. Everybody shot horribly in that finals. So I don't understand why they don't just put the '08 Lakers in the team. My next and final gripe with the game is yet again the 2012-2013 New York Knicks. First of all, the 2012-2013 New York Knicks wasn't even the best season that they had with Carmelo Anthony. It wasn't Carmelo's best season as a Knick. Carmelo Anthony is only an 88 overall in this game. That's not acceptable. Carmelo Anthony has never been an 88 overall player at any point in time in his career, except maybe right now. And, well, right now, 88 would be way too high. But Carmelo Anthony was one of the best scorers I've ever seen play. You literally could give Carmelo the ball, ISO him, and you couldn't stop him. He would literally just shoot over you. In fact, I've never thought that 2K has done a very good job at emulating Carmelo Anthony's style of play, because Carmelo Anthony basically took contested shots all the time. He basically only took contested shots. So when they put out this Carmelo Anthony, whose stats are open shot mid ranges at 82, contested shot mid ranges at 82, contested shot 3 is at 82. That is just ridiculous. Like, it is so ridiculous, because it's like Carmelo Anthony, if he was on, like, he wasn't a bum. Like, he wasn't no scrub. Like, if Carmelo Anthony, if you were playing against him and you had to guard him, you were scared, because you knew he was gonna do something to you. He was gonna make you jump. He was gonna either blow by you, he was gonna dunk on you, or he was gonna shoot it right in your face, and you couldn't do nothing about it. Oh yeah, I listen back all the time. Sure. So Carmelo Anthony. No, I didn't tell you to shoot. Oh, I gotta run around with him more. I gotta run around with um Draymond Green more and see how he plays on defense. This up here. Oh, come on. Don't just drop the ball. Out of bounds? What? Oh, wait. I'm trying to plug in my phone. Oh, good stuff. That works. I gotta change that and make sure I'm starting Kevin Durant.
I think it's done. You want some?
Yeah. I do like though that with LeBron, I still can feel like he can push people out the way a lot of the times, especially when I'm driving. Oh wow. I should check Paul Pierce's stats too. They usually don't do a very good job with Paul Pierce's stats either. Paul Pierce was also a very good scorer.
These are the only bowls left.
That's fine.
Okay. I'm just making.
Did you check the dishwasher?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh wow, he made that. It's actually a really close game. Yeah, so I really think this year ISO play is gonna really not be as effective as it was last year, because everybody knows last year you could get by your defender whenever you wanted to. Whenever you wanted to, you could get by your defender. Uh, Spoon. Ooh, am I a dead eye with Shaq's free throws? Let's see. Thank you, baby. Oh wow. Yep. No, thank you. See that? Yeah, that's why I don't want to do that. Let's. Ooh, I'm lucky that wasn't a foul. I feel like my buddy Keith is really gonna enjoy this game this year because he really likes doing a lot of that stuff. All of that, like all of that. My release was late. All of that, like sidestepping and all of that stuff. I'm not very good at doing those type of moves, so I didn't do them that much last year. But he's really gonna like that because last year you couldn't really do them consistently. You couldn't really do them and actually like if you did a sidestep, it took so long for them to actually do the animation of the sidestep that it was really easy to get over to them and get a pretty good contest on the shot. Oh, I really thought Draymond would steal it.
No, you idiot. Sorry, that was loud. Oh, I would have won it. Wow. I'm sorry. If I stayed in this, that would have been.
I will say though, this is one of the best looking LeBron Jameses I've seen in a couple of 2Ks. Last year's looked pretty good, but this year they really got the shoulders right on him. Ah, Shaq took a floater. Should have passed that. Wow. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit up my YouTube channel at Darren Zoomsay. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. Peace out, guys.